Welcome back to Sparks and Recreation. In today's episode, we fight through hurricanes, tornadoes, and flash floods to go pick up a 1988 Acura Integra, which was my first car when me and Alice got together back when we were 16 years old, over 20 years ago. So we fly to Sarasota, Florida, deal with a hurricane, and drive 1,200 miles back. And this is what we encountered, what we experienced, and the adventure of driving an old car this far. In this series, we decide for ourselves, are we going to make it or break it? So I invite you to join us in this adventure. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to the newest episode of Sparks and Recreation, Make It or Break It. It's 3:30 in the morning. We just stopped at the garage to pick up dealer plates. We're about to jump on a plane and head to Sarasota, Florida to pick up a 1988 Acura Integra. So join us. Alright, it is 4 in the morning. Made it to Syracuse Airport, leaving the car, our minivan, here. We'll pick it up on the way back through once we have the car on our way home. You ready for an adventure, baby? Me too.
And put your arm
we're on our flight, heading to get the Acura.
Finally, take a moment to review.
Okay, so we have made it to Atlanta and about to board into Sarasota down there in a little bit. We actually are headed right to the coast where the car is, but they're evacuating everybody. So it's gonna be us heading in, everybody's heading out. Oh, I was about to make a video myself. So we made it to Sarasota. We are about to go out here and see how much a taxi is, and if that's too expensive, we're gonna get an Uber. It's 26 bucks. But we are only about 5. Well, I don't even know if ground transit's out there because parking lot's torn up. Anyhow, we're like 5 miles from the car. So we ended up taking an Uber because the taxi wanted $60. All right, the Uber just dropped us off. We're at the Acura dealership. Let's go in and see what they say. There it is. I think they're shocked we're driving. She is. It's pretty damn good. It's ridiculous. I don't know about all that. I'm gonna sue them for you. And they're moving out of the showroom for us. Hopefully it starts. All of its glory. So we are buying this 1988 Acura Integra and driving it 1,000 miles home back to New York. We bought it based on a few pictures wholesale from this Acura dealership. It is Make It or Break It episode.
It better make it.
It better make it. I think it's like episode 8 or 9. I don't know. You'll see it in the title. But anyways, I'm gonna show you this thing. All right. So why this car? Me and Alice got together when we were 16. For anybody knows that, we've been together for 20 years. And my first car, this was given to me. This exact everything, minus mine was automatic. Same year, color, trim, everything was given to me by my aunt and uncle. And all of our first dates, first memories, first anything was all done in this car. Unfortunately, the first generation Integra, even though it's an awesome car, all rotted out. And honestly, I've been looking for one of these for 10 years and I've never seen one that even runs. This one is meticulously maintained. I have 84 service records to go with it. So this is ridiculous. I am about to check the fluids and we're gonna get on the road. I would normally show all the stuff that's wrong with it, but as far as I know, there's nothing wrong with it. every single thing on this has been serviced at some point based on the history report. Even the door hinges have been replaced. The interior is immaculate. There's a small crack in the dash and a little bit of the cloth is coming apart on the rear seat. As far as I know, that's the only issue this car has. Oh my God, they even have upgraded, so this has Brembo brakes on it because the normal brakes are not available anymore, so it has Civic Si brakes. They've upgraded all the speakers. Hopefully it'll be somewhat enjoyable. Supposedly it's also been converted over to R134, so it has working AC. Yeah, you're gonna watch us attempt to get this thing home. So what you just saw in the beginning was us flying out here. We got up at 3 in the morning. I bought this at 6 o'clock yesterday. Alice had us a flight booked we left the house at 3 a.m. this morning to get down here because there is a hurricane coming in. So everybody's telling us get the hell out of here.
Couldn't afford the flight yesterday though.
Yeah, the flight yesterday was $1,800 a person, where the flight today was $300. So anyways, we are going to attempt to get out of here before a hurricane hits us because we are in Sarasota, Florida, right down the coast. Oh my goodness, this thing, it's ridiculous. All right, we'll catch you in the vehicle once we're set up and got the dealer plate on it and can attempt driving it. All right, so this is the first time we've driven it, and the clutch is like, it's like chunky as you let up. It's not smooth at all, so I might have to get used to that. Hopefully that don't mean there's something wrong with it. We need that. But anyways, so far it runs like silent, which is much unlike the one that we had. Mine,
so much nicer.
Mine was side piped and held together with rivets throughout the entire car.
It's the sole reason I can't hear out of my right ear.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so it says to do a U-turn, but I'm not going to do a U-turn across like a 6-lane highway, so we're going to pull up into there. Let's tell me if we go this way now.
Alright. Are you the happiest boy ever?
Yeah. This thing's sick. It drives so good.
It's only taken us a lot of years to find it.
It has taken a lot of years. I've been looking for this car for 10 years. Like one of the first searches I put in as soon as we had our dealer's license was, where do I get the 1988 Integra?
Where do I get it? That's what you typed in?
Yeah, pretty much. I put in notifications, and on every single auction site we have, I have notifications, and it's taken 10 years for it to finally ding and tell me that there was one that actually runs. I've seen 2 other ones. Neither of them run. This one runs. Alright, so we've been driving this thing for about 10 miles. We're at 174,000 miles. 70 miles an hour is almost 4,000 RPM. Unfortunately, I forgot that the reason these somewhat feel fast is just that the gear ratios are so close and so high strung that it's constantly in the R's. Anyhow, we'll have to see what we get for gas mileage, but no lights. Everything seems to be just about pristine. These people are about to crash because they're idiots. Anyways, heading towards Orlando to get away from the storm. Alright, so we made it to the first rest area about 30 minutes into our drive. The first outer bands of the hurricane are starting to get close to us because it says that it's supposed to hit at 4 o'clock. It is 3:30 when the rain is supposed to start at 4 o'clock. So I ran in the rest area because we didn't have any napkins to check some fluids, make sure we're not leaking anything. Me and my wife, we've been married for 18 years, together 20. This was my first car when we were 16 in high school. We just flew from New York. We just hit a Walmart to get something to make it so we have more than 112 volt. The storm is definitely rolling in. We're starting to get some rain. So we still have 2 hours before we're over to Orlando. It is hot in here.
He told me the AC worked. He lied.
I said the AC worked. They lied. It's hot.
Huh?
hurricane is coming in on us. We're sitting here in traffic. We decided, let's see how fast the wipers go full blast. Should be good for a category 4.
Hurricane approved.
Doesn't even have airbags.
Alright, so the rain cloud has caught up to us.
Yeah,
it's coming down pretty good. So the problem is that the angle of the car, when the window is down, it just literally pours in on you. So you have to have the windows up. But again,
they lied about the AC.
This is 90-degree Florida, super humid, with no AC.
You know, turn the heat on to get the window to frost.
And the window's fogging. So,
Got the best
it's going to be an adventure, guys.
It is a really Alright, so we're probably going to be calling it a night. We made it over to Orlando area, heading towards 95, so we're going to head north and get away from the storm. We've been up since 3 in the morning. It's like 7 or 8 o'clock. Call it early. Anyway, so we've done a lot of trips into the Universal Disney area and Kissimmee, Orlando outskirts. We found that these, it's called like the Vistana Village Resort, is just about your best deal. So this is $150 a night. Watch this. We've done vacation homes before, we've done hotels before. We actually got, this room is upgraded at no cost. This one's normally a little more expensive than the $150, but with taxes and everything, this is what we get for the night. Washer, dryer, full kitchen. The bedroom with 2 beds. You get 2 baths, full baths. You get dining room, living room, a balcony, and a master bedroom, which even has a whirlpool tub, closet space.
I mean, this one has, I don't think
shower.
This room has been updated.
Yeah, so we've stayed on the other side of this resort property, and it's the same layout of the room. It's just that all the appliances and everything are updated probably by about 10 years. There must be another switch here somewhere that we gotta click. Anyhow, like I said, tonight it's booked at like $150 a night, but that's because you normally would only get a 1-bedroom version of this. So basically, this portion without the other bathroom, the other 2 beds. Normally it's about $50 more to have the 2-bedroom, but because it's a slow time of year, and we've been here before, they upgraded us. This resort also has one of the best pools and hot tubs, and like a whole like pirate park and all this stuff completely included.
The other one didn't have this, so that's kind of cool.
What's this guy?
We have like an actual access to the deck from our bedroom.
Oh, that's awesome. This is screened in so you don't get bugs. You can kind of see here in this, like, it's like all these little townhouse looking things. And right over there is actually the pool, where my finger is pointing. So you walk across that little bridge and you're right at the hot tub on the back side there. So you can actually see some of the waterfalls that go into the pool down over this way.
Oh, sorry, I think I might.
So we're probably gonna grab some dinner, call the night fairly early because we're gonna leave about midday tomorrow and get back on the road with the car. So thanks for following so far. Day 2 is coming right now. Hurricane, the bands have been kind of coming through. The majority of it's supposed to be like 3 o'clock. We're gonna be getting on the road here in a few minutes. I gotta check the fluids before we get going because we want to get to South Carolina today. We have to make it at least that far, or else we won't make it home in time to run the food truck. So let's check some fluids. All right, everything looks pretty much identical to what it did yesterday. We did put 150 miles in it. Fluid's still up there. Everything ran pretty flawless. I just had wiped this off before I started recording. We're right where we need to be. Still clear. On the history report of this thing, it looks like it got an oil change every like year, the last about 10 years, and with only like 500 miles between changes, so should be nice and clean. We'll look underneath, see if there's anything leaking. Oh, it looks dry. This car's so clean underneath. Alright. This back on the road in a few minutes. So it's starting to look gross up. Alright, we got up, are on the road, headed out of town, leaving Orlando. We just went by Universal Studios. There's Porsche of Orlando. The storm is coming in the Gulf Coast. We are likely going to run into the band of weather right about Jacksonville. So, on the road here, everything is going fluids, which you saw a minute ago in the video. Everything is fine. Everything is going smooth. So, at this point, if we see anything, we'll report back. But until we hit some weather, I'm probably just going to knock some hours out. And, see ya. Alright, we made it to Daytona Beach. Grabbed some Culver's quick. Watched the weather, which it shows that where we're about to go is pretty shitty. So, head back into the car. Gonna grab gas in Jacksonville and keep heading north. Not much happening in this Buc-ee's right now. They're all the employees. Alright, so we're leaving the St. Augustine Buc-ee's. It looks like the bands of the storm are actually causing tons of tornadoes about 20 to 50 miles or so ahead of us. We're going to top up the gas in case there's gas stations in the Georgia that are going to be an issue because we're about to hit Jacksonville. And
There's
then
a ton of tornado watches and warnings in Georgia, so.
I'm going to get a video real quick of Alice watch it. We're watching live updates as we're going, so we know what we're getting into, but I'll show you how bad it looks once she has that back up when we're in the car in a little bit. Anyways, time to fill her up. It's actually weird right now because a lot of the people that are here are just kind of hanging out, trying to see what exactly they should do because the storm's going to hit here in about a few minutes and it's pretty bad. Quiet, Bucky. Starting to hit a little bit of weather here. We're at the rest area that's right before Jacksonville. I also want to say that, so this was at an eighth of a tank, or around a quarter eighth, something like that. It took 26 bucks to fill it. Crazy. I'm used to driving like the Hellcat or Alice's Durango. It costs literally like 80 bucks to fill, even with the gas prices being down close to $3 a gallon right now. We're gonna hit 175,000 miles on this car in the next 90 miles or so. Great place. We just went down in elevation. But anyway, this is Jacksonville right there, some of the skyscrapers.
We talked about Tampa and, you know, all the reports that we're getting in from down there of the storm surge because it's an unfortunate spot. This is coming right up to Tybee Island.
Alright, you just saw the footage that I put in there that we are crossing the river, leaving Florida, going into Georgia right now, and there's tornado warnings waiting for us, so hopefully things don't get too wild. Hopefully it stays like this, just kind of rainy, a couple big gusts here and there, but honestly it's not any different than any other storm we've been in. Alright, we are just crossed over into South Carolina, heading towards Santee, where we're spending the night. We're starting to see debris in the road here. The car just almost spun out next to us as part of the road was flooded. He was hydroplaning. But up ahead of us we're seeing blue, it's like lightning, but also like blue, like power lines or something going out. There are tornado warnings near this area. We haven't really seen that bad of weather. It is very windy, but it looks like stuff has come through before us and just left. Like there is trees almost into the road off to the side. Luckily they've trimmed back on 95 here, where even if a tree was to fall, I don't think it'd go all the way in the road. So I don't know what we're coming into. We got another hour or more before we get to our hotel. Yeah, police off the side here. We have seen a couple of like accidents of where people have like obviously hydroplaned and crashed, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on, honestly. Oh, that's a tractor trailer off. He must have hydroplaned. So, yeah, it is dangerous out here, but it's not terrible, so we're gonna keep going. We've been watching different things telling us there's tornadoes popping up around us, but we didn't actually see anything. So we're gonna get some sleep. It's 1 in the morning. Pick you back up in the morning. All right, it is 4:30 a.m. and our phones just went off, and we just got a tornado warning for here in the hotel. Saying that in the next 20 minutes, it's possible there's a tornado coming through. So hopefully the car is holding up all right on the other side. Oh wow, the wind is like coming in like crazy out there. We just got more warnings. Extreme getting the lowest version. We're gonna go down to the lobby because it does look pretty crazy outside currently. Definitely looks like shit out here. Oh, those are cones? Mm-hmm. That's good. Just lost
So I don't
power.
know. I mean, I don't know if that's a tornado, but that's
It's possible that it could be.
Possible.
Yeah.
I really love for that power to come back on.
Yeah. Oh, good thing we didn't take the elevator. Oh. Does that mean that we won't be able to get back in our room?
Wait, no.
I just realized I don't know if we'll be able to get back in our room because it runs off electricity. Yeah, people are coming down from the hotel. I'm like, so what do we do? And he's like, I don't know. So people are like, what do we do? And he's like, I don't know.
She asked if they have like a shelter here, and he's like, power will be back on in like 15 minutes. And she's like, well, we had a tornado warning, and he's like, oh.
Interesting. I got us stuck down here. Stupid key card system. Alright, so there's extended the tornado warning for another half hour now.
It's weird that it comes through our eyes.
I don't know. Not much we can do about it. I'm not really sure what that is. Apparently somebody caught the toaster on fire at breakfast now that we got power back. So I guess we're getting up and leaving because they don't want us to stop doing that. Sorry, 5 out of 5 star experience it. We have tropical force winds still and storms all around us. The whole is currently being evacuated because somebody burned something, I guess. Dogs pooping in the halls and people chasing animals. I don't even know what's going on.
Apparently this is a pet-friendly hotel and I didn't know it. Not all of them get along.
Yeah, they're like fighting and pooping in the hall. I don't even... But anyways, I'm gonna check fluids real quick before we go, just so we don't blow it up because we're stressed with this other stuff. We have 14 hours left to get home. Alright, so we're back on 95. I don't know if because of the storm or what, but it says that 95 has issues and it's gonna take us off to 77, which brings you through Charlotte. So, I don't know. I guess we're going that way. There's a lot of debris. Right now it looks good, but there's a lot of debris on all the roads. So if we see anything crazy, we'll show you.
How is that going to be faster than 95?
I don't know. Also, when we went to bed, this was like a little under half, and now it says there's like no gas in it. So I don't know if the gauge is not working or somebody took gas out of our car last night. We'll find a gas station now and find out. It seems it was terrible conditions. I would not be siphoning gas that anybody was. So I'm gonna guess the gauge is not working properly. So it's weird. It's clear out right here. I mean, there's a little bit of stuff on the road, but you can't tell in the video, but the clouds are moving very fast. So those clouds moving faster than I am. That's gotta be going like 60, 70 mile an hour. There are like trucks and stuff pulled off, but I can't tell if that's just because they were sleeping or because it was crazy last night. We had tornado warnings for probably 2 hours combined. Just like they kept getting added on, and it was pretty scary for a few minutes. Alright, I'm so thankful to see that sign lit up, because the last half hour there is nothing that has power. There's emergency trucks everywhere.
We're seeing quite a few lines down.
A lot of lines down, yeah.
Quite a few broken trees.
Alice has seen where they kind of like there's even actually there's a power line down right there. But anyways, there's like lines down everywhere, and Alice has seen where they're like kind of tacked them up just barely off the ground in a couple spots. But anyways,
you can see it towards the driveway if you go towards the XPO.
Oh yeah, you can see where it came off down there. So anyways, that line came off there. This place is on a generator or something, because nothing else, none of the intersections have power or anything. So we are going to gas up and get back on the road. But that is cutting it close. I'm gonna put some gas in and see if that's accurate or what the hell's going on. So thank God we did find gas, because it must have been not reading properly last night, not this morning, because last night it showed a quarter tank. There's no way somebody came and siphoned gas. But anyways, there's an 11-gallon tank. We were about to run out. Let's look underneath to see if there's anything leaking. That's from somebody pouring a drink out. I don't see anything leaking. So. No fuel leaks, so holy crap. Alright. Hopefully as we go there's more power. This should get us another 300 miles, so we should be into like Charlotte by then. Alrighty. The further we drive, the angrier the clouds are looking ahead of us, and the storm had moved farther east than expected. So hopefully we don't run right into it. Either way, we have to make it home tonight. So whatever happens, happens. I'm sure that we can deal with it. The car's been running fantastic. This car is amazing. Whoever took care of it before us, I am excited to be able to maintain it for hopefully the rest of its life, because it is crazy. Even a little radio like lights up how it should. Mine didn't even work 20 years ago. But anyhow, weather, car, we got gas. Stuff seems to have power around here, so that's good. And forward. We were hoping we could hit to the midnight diner if it's making us go to Charlotte anyway. Alright, we just got a flash flood warning for, I don't even know where we are. We're somewhere in South Carolina, about 50 minutes south of Charlotte. It hasn't been raining really, so I'm surprised there's a flash flood warning. South Carolina, Chester, South Carolina. Huh. I mean, the clouds have looked like this for hours, so maybe it'll start raining. Alright, we made it to downtown Charlotte. The flood watch was just extended to 2 p.m. So we're gonna stop here, grab Midnight Diner. If you've never seen the Midnight Diner or been to the Midnight Diner, it's my favorite fried chicken in the whole country. And we're finally getting to come. And they're playing Alice's music. It's playing some Cher. Fun fact, even though we're metalheads, we've seen Cher live, and it was awesome. We took the kids, didn't we? Yeah, it was awesome. No, it doesn't say so. We've been before where the line's like way out the door. So luckily it's like mid-morning on a Friday. Looks like we're gonna be able to just go right in. Well, free additional parking in the rear. Here we go. So this diner was originally outside of Charlotte. We then saw it on the other side of downtown Charlotte when we found it. And then a year ago, thank you, a year ago, they sold the lot they were on to sell it to a high-rise. And now are renting this spot on the other side of town.
They might own it. I don't know if they're renting or own it.
Own it, rent it, and this is the first time that we've been to it since this picked up and moved to this location.
Kids are gonna be so sad we're here without them.
Kids are gonna be sad. The cool part about it is that every time we come here, no matter how much you order, we brought like literally like 8 people in here, and your food comes in 5 minutes, no matter how crazy you order it. I've never waited.
Super friendly and nice. And
Yeah, that's awesome. It gets super busy in the morning, so yeah, if you
we
do.
came on what? It was like New Year's Eve one time, right?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, New Year's Eve, it was nuts.
But we still didn't wait.
Yeah,
there
what?
was like hardly any
There was a
wait for
line
food.
out like around the block, but when we got a table, we sat down, ordered, and 5 minutes later, our food was here. But to give reference where the diner's at, the NASCAR Hall of Fame is 2 blocks that way, and the Spectrum Center is right there. Yeah, buddy, literally the best fried chicken.
And you cannot get. If you like grits, if you don't like grits, I don't care. But they have creamy grits, and they're the best grits you're gonna get anywhere. I don't care what you say.
The mac and cheese is super good too.
I'm picky as fuck about mac and cheese. It's the best.
That's super good. I don't normally like crinkle cut fries, but they're good here. The only other chicken that even compares to this is Cook Shack in Outer Banks.
Oh yeah.
Which, either way, this is closer for our trip today. Another successful day at Midnight Giant. Okay, a little bit to go. Back on the road. 10 out of 10.
Far from where the one was, I don't think, because didn't we have to go through the little bus station
Yeah.
and things?
It's true. We're about 20 minutes from running back into the storm. Clouds are getting bad, and all the gas stations are closed again. Everywhere we're anywhere near the storm, gas. There's no gas. So at least I have running water, but everything else is down. Alright, so we have like a quarter and between a quarter and eighth. No gas in this town. We're gonna keep going. At the gas pumps, I think just hoping that the power is. You're kind of screwed if you got off here and you have no gas. Pretty out there. Climbing this hill. High wind advisories, fog advisories, and we just got flash flood warnings till 5 p.m. and it's only 1. So Virginia should be interesting. Starting to get foggy and shitty here. There's some debris in the road as we go. The sides of the roads look like we're in upstate New York with all the leaves coming off. Except they're all green instead of colored. Alright, we ended up finding gas about an hour south of Roanoke. We are coming into that in about a half hour now. I've been driving for like a half hour. And we're back into the bands on the tail section of the hurricane. What happens is the hurricane spins, it's got the tails off to the end. It keeps kind of rotating. We end up around it, in between it, next to it, beside it. It's kind of annoying, but honestly, the weather hasn't been terrible. It's just super. You gone, dude, fucked up with your Tesla. Ended up spinning out, hitting the guardrail. Oh boy. What's this over here now? And another car that was involved. Bro, y'all fucked up in not a Tesla. Oh my god, I can't even see it. You're like jackknifed. That's pretty bad. Oh, another one that messed up. This, either there's like rain that's really bad that we're not seeing, or these people just keep fucking up. I don't know, it's bad. Alright, I think we've finally gotten into some rain that's worth slowing down for. We've been driving slow even though there's no rain forever. We're finally in rain. Hopefully we run out of it so we can get back to going 80 miles an hour instead of 40. We are getting good gas mileage like this, so. It keeps popping up saying like slippery road ahead, which obviously must be it is because there's cars off all over the place. Alright, we went about 300 miles of good weather without anything to note. Finally, went through a whole tank of gas. We're about to get some dinner. We're in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Gonna make the last 5-hour push after we get some gas. Well, unfortunately, it does look like we're about to hit more weather here, though. Alright, we're in the Pennsylvania mountains, and it is foggy as fuck. I can't see anything. I'm going like 60. I actually can see better through my camera than in person. These are my high beams. I think it's,
it might actually be easier to drive through the camera than
yeah, I can literally see better with the camera.
It's crazy.
Alright, I guess I'll do that for a minute here. So anyways, as I'm driving by looking at you, we are still like 3.5 hours from Syracuse. And actually, it's starting to let up a little bit. I can see it around me. Anyhow, it's getting much colder here than where we just were. I think it's only like 50 at home, and it's been like 90 everywhere we've been. So I'm pretty excited about this. Oh yes, it's cleared. We're right up. Anyhow, we are in the final stages.
Hold on, you're pretty excited that it's getting cold?
Yeah, it's getting cold. It's not so hot. I can have the windows up in this thing.
No, take me back to the warmth. This means that we're going into fall and winter.
Yeah, I know. That's true.
I don't want to be cold.
I'm sick of, I don't ever want to deal with winter again, but at least it's not 90 in this thing.
Alright, fair enough.
We're in the final stretch of driving home. The car's been going really well so far. Only real complaints that I normally don't care if there's cruise or not, but on a trip like this, holy crap, I wish I had cruise.
Oh, I have the complaint.
Well, what's your complaint?
My complaint is that somebody sat in my seat an awful lot and like wore off the soft part. So I like to sit crisscross applesauce, but it is scratchy as hell and not nice on your skin.
Yeah, so like the actual fabric is missing off from the center section of her seat. So it's just like the woven thread, and it's like really scratchy for some reason.
So scratchy.
It's like having a Brillo pad or something underneath your ass. Oh, we're back into the fog again. Yay, how exciting.
But you can insert a clip to show what you're talking about in the seat.
Yeah, I'll show the seat. And if anything else comes up other than fog, we'll let you know. Well, when we started this journey, we picked it up with 174. It's about to hit 176 already. Old girl's getting some miles put on her.
Watch out, construction on road ahead.
Uh-oh, lots of construction, because we're back in New York. Well, wait, no we're not.
We're still in Pennsylvania.
Oh man, we're in Pennsylvania. I think there's like one more exit, then we're in New York.
Close.
So close. We're almost home. And I kind of feel bad for this car because we've been going like between 80, well, like 75 and 85, but on this tag, or on the speedometer, it's between like 80 and 90 on here. And that's like, in the construction we're going a little slower, but the entire trip, like all 1,200 miles, has been fun. Normally around 4,000 RPM, which is a lot. But either way, still getting about 30 miles a gallon. Alright, we are pulling onto our road at 1:11 in the morning. Finishing the road trip here. So, did it in, I think it was 4 tanks of gas. So it works out to be about 35 miles a gallon or so. Could be worse. Thank you, Alice, for being the best wife ever and road tripping with me. Go get it.
I like road tripping, but let's do it in a more comfortable car.
Yeah, I think this is the longest trip we ever intend on taking.
My body's too old for this.
Yeah, I think this is more of a taking 100 miles at most type car. I kind of, when we were younger, spring chickens, it was a little more comfortable. At our old age, it's not very comfortable. Alright. And we'll see you.
It's comfortable for like an hour or two, but not like 13, 14.
Right? So that means it officially made it and didn't break it. Woo!